mortgages simply for buying an energy-efficient home. This should really raise a red flag.
Indeed, as the refinancing boom slows down as mortgage rates seem to be rising recently, one regular CNBC housing expert says government-backed loans are being approved again to home buyers with very poor credit scores to compensate for the refi slowdown. Well, Fred Glick is joining us now. He's president of US Loans Mortgage, and he's also a mortgage broker and a real estate agent. He does everything. Fred, why do you think lower credit scores are once again being accepted for FHA-backed loans?
Well, first of all, and Mandy, there is no minimum credit score on FHA. There's nothing in the rules that says it. So it's a matter of the appetite for the mortgage-backed security buyers to say, okay, we'll take a little more risk, and you can now underwrite them carefully, but we'll go down to 560. And the 560, you're going to have some extenuating circumstances. It's not like you can be currently missing, 5 payments on your car loan and get a mortgage. But 2 years ago, you had, unfortunately, something that happened where your insurance company didn't pay a medical bill, and so it's been hurting your credit score. So they have to look at that. They have to look at the ratios of debt to income. And as long as there's an appetite for it, they'll be able to sell mortgage-backed security.
So we're going to be, here we go again.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We're going to be packaging
Deja vu.
We're going to be packaging up riskier mortgages, pushing them on investors, saying they're great when the housing market is just trying to get back on its feet.
You said it, Scott. Deja vu all over again. Thank you, Yogi Berra. That's going to happen because somebody's willing to buy. That's really all this amounts to. But the funny thing is, on April Fool's Day next year, the QM goes into effect that limits to a 43 back-end ratio and a 640 credit score on an automated underwriting. That means I take your information, I throw it into the Fannie and Freddie computers, and if you don't have that 640 mid-score, it gets rejected by the computer. But someone can actually manually underwrite it, like old-fashioned days. But they're going to be on the hook for that loan. So I don't know if this is going to continue past next April 1st, but right now, I think it's a compensation for the fact that some of the refis are dead, and there's a lot of big companies out there making loans, and most of them are public companies, and they need to make money. This is one way of doing it and trying to help people.
Forgive me real quick, I know we got to run. You said the QM kicks in?
Right.
What is that?
Qualified mortgages.
I got you.
It's the CFPB, the Fed. They put together this. I'm sure your viewers know most of this. So, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of rules soon.
I don't know if they walk around talking about what they're going to do this weekend in the QM. So I just wanted
We talk
to.
about QE a lot, but not necessarily about QM, right? Thanks a lot.
I'm
Thanks,
going
Fred.
to the beach. All right, bye.
All right, guys. Now to the very high end of the housing market.